So very good morning to all of you. I welcome you all for this English class, and this video is the continuation of the lesson what we have started. You know very well the lesson name is The Dog of Bombay. So the last two videos we have completed, especially in the last video we have discussed about the so many reasons. Okay, so many reasons behind the earthquake which was said by different people, and then we have learned about the conversation between the householders and a stranger about the column of smoke which is above the Mount Vesuvius. Okay, and then after the discussion heard by them, they moved to two different places. One is the open theater, and the second one is a mock naval battle. So totally he enjoyed a lot. Okay, he was completely exhausted, and now today we are going to learn what has happened after these scenes. So today I am going to begin from the page number 77, and from the right side of your book, from the second paragraph. So the next morning, Bimbo, he brought 2 raisins and a sugar cake for them as the breakfast. So at that time, he was unusually active and thumped his bit of tail until Tito was afraid he would wear it out. So in this line, we have to underline the 2 words. One is the thumped and another one is wear it out. So let me tell you what is the meaning of the word thump. The thump means hit or strike heavily. Okay, let me repeat again. The word thump, which means hit or strike heavily, and wear it out means exhausted or tired. So let me explain you now. So on the day, Bimbo, he was unusually active. So he was totally different on the day. The behavior of the dog was completely different, unusual. And so what he did, he thumped his bit of tail. Okay, so he started to hit. He started to hit or strike, so his bit of tail until Tito was afraid. So in order to make Tito to wake up, because he was sleeping nicely. So in order to wake him up, he started to hit his tail. So when seeing the different or unusual behavior of the dog, Tito, he couldn't imagine whether the dog he wanted to play, or he wanted to play some sort of game with him, or so the dog really he wanted to say something. So now let me read. Okay, so after a while he ceased to notice Bimbo. He felt drowsy. Last night late hours had tired him. So let me explain you now. So when seeing the unusual attitude of the dog, so after some period of time, okay, so he stopped to notice him. So he stopped to notice. He ceased to notice him. The reason, you know very well, he felt very drowsy, and we know the reasons of his drowsiness also, because of the last day. Late night only they came to sleep. So because they have enjoyed a lot at last night. So that was the reason for his drowsiness. Let me explain you about the atmospheric weather condition of the particular place. Okay, so there was a heavy mist in the air. No, the thick fog rather than a mist. The fog that got into his throat and scratched it and made him cough. So let me explain you. You know very well, so as the author has said, the atmosphere was completely mist, heavy mist. Underline the word mist, which means a cloud of tiny water droplets. But in the second line, he said that no, it was not a mist, it was a fog. It was a fog. So there are some degrees of differences between the mist and fog. Okay, the fog is harder than mist. Is it clear? So now let me explain you. So no, the thick fog rather than the mist, the fog that got into his throat and scratched it and made him cough. And later he started to cough. The reason for his cough was only by the fog in the air. Only by the fog in the air. Generally, you know very well, if the situation is very foggy, we couldn't able to breathe properly. Okay, we couldn't get the sufficient air. So due to that, we started to cough. The same thing was happened to Tito also. He felt too difficult to breathe because of the atmospheric fog. So in order to get the enough air to breathe, so he entered into, or as far as the Marine Gate. He walked as far as the Marine Gate. You know very well, Marine Gate, like a beach area. Okay, so Marine Gate to get the breath of sea. But what happened? But the blanket of gaze, underline the word here. The word blanket means not the literal meaning of the word blanket, like a bed sheet. Okay, it's not like that. So here the blanket of gaze, which means the author, he used this phrase to explain how the atmosphere is very smoky because of the fog. Okay, so Marine Gate to get a breath of the sea, but a blanket of gaze had spread over the bay. Underline the word bay, which means it's a totally different from the word gulf, a broad inlet of sea where the land curves inward. Let me explain you the word bay, which means a broad inlet, okay, inlet of sea where the land curves inward. So let me continue. But the blanket of gaze had spread all over the bay, and even the salt air seemed smoky. But what happened? So he came here to get a fresh air or a proper air to breathe. But the problem is, even that place also was completely a foggy, and even the salt air seemed very smoky. So, and finally Tito, he didn't get the air to breathe because of the mist, and as well as even the air was completely smoky. So after some period of time, so he went back to his place and he started to sleep on the day very earlier. So here the author has used the word. So he went to bed before dusk and slept. Underline the word dusk means nightfall. You know very well, daybreak. Okay, so dawn and dusk. So dawn means daybreak, but dusk means nightfall. So what is the meaning here? So he went to the bed even before the dusk and he started to sleep, but he did not sleep well. So he had too many dreams. So his dreams were about the three things. One is about the ships lurching in the forum. Okay, you know very well the word lurching, which means moving unsteadily. The ships which were lurched in the forum. And second one, what is that? He lost his way completely in the screaming crowd. So being a blind, what is that? He lost his way completely in the screaming crowd. And the next point is about, so when he lost his way, he was being pulled by the people over every rough pavement of Bombay. And one more thing, the army people, they started to march across his chest. So such a bad dream he had in his nightmare. So afterwards, Tito, he woke up very earlier than usual. As a reader, we know very well what was the reason for his early wake up. The first one is because of the dreams. His sleep was disturbed. And second one, because of his dog. So his dog was continuously pulling him to wake up. Okay, but even he didn't know that. Even Tito, he didn't know to where he was being dragged by his dog. So when Tito was being pulled by his dog, almost he was in the half sleep, and even he couldn't know where they were going. Okay, and one more thing, as later only he started to realize slowly the air was so difficult to breathe. It was heavy and it was too heavy to breathe. And next one, he realized that the air, it turned into a powder, especially hot powder. He could taste he could taste how the air it mixed with some powder particles. Okay, and later the warm powder, it started to disturb his throat as well as his nasal. Okay, so look at the line which is given by the poet here. A warm powder that is stung. Underline the word is stung, which means hurt or a prick or a wound or injure. So let me repeat again. The word for is stung. The word stung is the past tense or a past participle of the word is sting. Okay, the meaning of the word sting is hurt, prick, wound or injure. And here the warm powder only, it started to hurt his throat as well as his nostrils. Nostrils means the nasal area, the nose areas. Okay, and so not only hurting his nostril, even the warm powder, it started to burn his sightless eyes. So now he got some eye irritation because of the warm powder which is presented in the atmosphere. And then he started to hear some peculiar sounds from the ground. Okay, and here the author, he has used three words to describe the sound. First one is kissing and croning and muffled cries that a dying creature might make, dislodging the stones of his underground cave. First one, what is that? Kissing sound, we know very well. Okay, second one, groaning. The word groaning, which means whining. The word groaning, which means whining. So usually some animals, they make sound when they were in the pain. Okay, so the pain, during the painful situation, usually the sounds of the animals are known as the whining. Not only for animals, even human beings also. Okay, the next one, muffled cries. So the cries were not clearly heard by the what is that, by the boy. So that's why he used the word muffled. Muffled means unclear, faint. Sometimes we used to say the signal is very faint, which means it is not clear. So like the same thing, so he could hear some hissing and croning and muffled cries. So the sound of that a dying creature might make, the sound which were made by the dying creatures which were under the ground, in the underground. At the time, in order to come out, so that dying creature, they made some noise. So here the author has used the word dislodging the stones of his underground cave. So the word dislodge, which means knock or force out of position. In order to come out, somebody is knocking very heavily to come out of the position. So these are all the sounds were heard by the boy. So Tito, he not only heard the violent sound came out of the earth, and even he could feel the jerk and tremble from the earth. Okay, so here the author has used the word twitched. Underline the word twitch, which means jerk or a tremble. Okay, and slowly that twitching changed to an uneven shrugging of the soil. Okay, it started to shake the soil. It started to break the soil into pieces, and then as Bimbo half pulled and half coaxed him across, the ground jerked away from his feet and he was thrown against the stone fountain. So he was completely upset. He was totally upset. At that time he requested, he pleaded. Underline the word pleaded means requested. Here in your book, the author has used the word coaxed, C-O-A-X-E-D, coaxed, which means pleaded or requested only. And finally, because of the jerking of the ground, he was thrown against the one stone fountain. Okay, and the water in the stone fountain, it was very hot, and the water splashing in his face revived him. So underline the word, so revived, which means regain the life, strength or consciousness. So because of the trembling, he lost his conscious. Okay, now the water from the fountain, okay, which is splashed on his face, and it revived him. Underline the word revived, regained. So when Tito, he was in a complete unconscious state, and he was continuously helped by, and even he was being pulled by his dog again and again. At that time there were some changes in the noise what they had heard already. Okay, once it was looking like an animal's noise, but now the sounds which came out of the human throats, which means what? The people, they started to cry and shout, they started to run very violently because of the fear. Because of the fear. So once it seems to be a one family, and finally one after another, the entire place, it looks like an army. Okay, especially an army broken out of bounds. Underline the word bounds, which means forceful jump or a quick movement. Okay, and even Tito, bewildered though he was, could recognize Rufus as beloved pastimes, like a water buffalo gone mad. So look at the word bewildered. So what is bewildered? So bewildered means confused. So almost he lost his way. So Tito, his sense of his senses, everything was completely stopped. He couldn't realize the things like earlier. Okay, so he was bewildered. Bewildered means he was almost confused, but even though he was bewildered, he could recognize Rufus. Okay, already we have learnt a person, no? So he is one of the householder. So he could recognize or analyze the noise, the crying of the man Rufus, like a water buffalo got mad. So this was the expression which was used by the author here. So now let me move to the next point. It was then a crashing began. First a sharp crackling like a monstrous snapping of twigs, then roar like a fall of a whole forest of trees, then an explosion that tore the earth and sky. Let me explain you. So first you have to underline the word like a crashing and a crackling. Okay. So crashing, which means smash or wreck. You know very well, aircraft crash, which means a break. Okay, now let me move to the next word, crackling. The crackling, which means sound only. The word crackling refers to a sound when we cracks or break something. So in this first point, the author he has used the word to explain the sound which was like a monstrous snapping of twigs. So when a monster it cut or snap a twig, we could hear some violent noise. Okay, so that was the first one. The second one, then it was looks like a roar like a fall of the whole forest of trees. So when all the trees in the forest, so when it started to fall down, we could hear some roaring noise, such a violent noise. So it was like that. The second one, then an explosion, okay, that tore the earth. Look at that, the severeness. Okay, so then an explosion that tore the earth and the sky. So that much of the violent noise were there in the particular place. And finally, some of the places in the city were started to get fire. Underline the word flickering of fire. The flickering, which means burning unsteadily. Okay, you know very well, the place it started to get fire and it started to flicker. Okay, and finally the houses in the area also, they were started to fall down one after another. By God's grace, the two companions, so two companions refers to one is Tito and Bimbo, they had escaped from the dangerous side of the streets and they moved to the more open space in the forum. Okay, forum, they started to take some rest, okay, or they rested here for a while, but they don't know how long really they could be there. Now let me move to the next point. In this point, we are going to learn about whether Tito and Bimbo, they had reached the safest place or not. Okay, let me tell the first point. So the author, he said that Tito, he had no idea about the timings of the day. The reason, you know very well, the entire place was in a complete blackness. Especially it was not a natural blackness, it was the unnatural blackness. And one more thing, he didn't have his breakfast and lunch. So by that only he came to know that the noon was afternoon. So now the timing was afternoon. And one more thing, he was very drowsy. He was too drowsy to walk also. But his mind insisted him, he wanted to he wanted to overcome the problem. And not only for Tito, even Bimbo also, he had the same urge. His tucks, underline the word, the tucks, which means the feelings. Even he had the sharp tucks that also told him to escape from the place. So now let me explain you the next point. In this next point, the place where Tito and Bimbo, were sitting, it started to get damaged. The first it started to rock, then it started to pitch, and third one it started to split. Okay, first of all, let me explain you the three words. First one is rock. Rock means to move backward or forward. Okay, the next one, pitch means throw, and then split, you know very well. Okay, so now the ground, the author says that the sacred ground of the forum was safe no longer. It was beginning to rock. Okay, first it started to move backward and forward, then it started to pitch, then it to split. Okay, as they stumbled out, they refers to Tito and Bimbo. Okay, as they stumbled out of the square, the earth wriggled. Underline the word wriggled, which means, you know very well, twist and turns. So the earth wriggled like a snake was caught by someone. And one more thing, so the one side the earth was wriggling, and because of that, the columns of the temple, you know very well, already the temple name I have mentioned you, the column of the temple of Jupiter came down. Okay, it started to fall down. So look at the word Jupiter. Jupiter means the primary god of the Roman, especially the ruler of the sky. Okay, it started to fall down. So at that time, they realized that just to walk was not enough. They must run now. And one more thing, Tito was too frightened. He was afraid. He was completely afraid, and he didn't know what to do or where to go. So he lost all sense of his directions. And he wanted to go back. Okay, he started to go back to the inner gate where they stayed already. But Bimbo, he is training him. So underline the word. Training means pulling. So when Bimbo was being pulled by the dog, so Bimbo, he got a confusion. So why he was pulling him, and whether he had gone mad, whether the dog had gone mad. So in the later some period of time only he understood that. So Bimbo was telling him the way out. Okay, so urging him to reach the sea gate only. Okay, you know very well, the sea gate is the place. It was far from the falling buildings and the heaving ground. Okay, and now so he turned, Bimbo guiding him across the open bits and dangerous pools of the bubbling mud. Underline the word. So he guided him very well. So the dog, it guided Tito very well to cross all the open pits. Underline the word pits, which means large holes in the ground. And another one, already the mud was, what is that? It started to bubble. The bubbling, which means the sounds of bubbles. Okay, so let me repeat the points again. So Bimbo was being guided by Tito to cross the open bits and the dangerous pools of the bubbling mud away from the building that had caught fire and were dropping from the burning beams. So Tito could no longer tell whether the noise were made by the shrieking sky. Underline the word. The word is shriek, which means high-pitched cry. Okay, he could know. So here author has used one expression, so that Tito could no longer tell whether the noises were made by the shrieking sky or the agonized people. Underline the word shrieking sky. You know very well, the word is shrieking, which means high pitched cry. So here the poet, the author, he told that as a reader we couldn't differentiate, even Tito, okay, he couldn't differentiate the crying sound is made by the sky or the agonized people. The people almost, the people those were in the agony, you know very well, the painful situation. But Tito and Bimbo, so they ran on, and so for the two people, the author has used the expression the only silent being in a howling world. The two people are only the silent beings in the howling world. Underline the word howling, which means wailing or crying. Okay, the two people only, they kept quiet and they started to run on. So in the next scene, all the people in Bombay, they started to reach the Marine Gate. Okay, and you know very well, so that place, it started to become very crowded. Okay, underline the word from your book. One is the thronging. Thronging means crowding. So let me read now. So new dangers threatened. All Bombay seemed to be thronging towards the Marine Gate and squeezing among the crowds, and there was a chance of being trampled. Okay, trampled. Underline the word trampled, which means crushed under running feet. So being trampled to death. Now let me explain you. So what happened? So every people, okay, they try to reach the Marine Gate to escape from the disaster. So now let me explain you the next dangerous situation which is going to be faced by Tito and Bimbo. So do you know very well, already they started to run towards the Marine Gate in order to get the safest side. So like the same thing, the remaining people, okay, almost all the people in city of Bombay, they started to run towards Marine Gate. It made the place to become a very crowded one. Underline the word from your book, thronging. Thronging means crowding. Okay, so almost the place, it started to become a crowded one. So out of that, as a result of that, the two situation might be, one is the people, they could not breathe properly because of the too much of crowd, and another one, that too much of crowd itself made the people to die by crushing under their running feet. Look at the word, trampled. The word trampled, which is given in your book, the meaning is crushed under running feet. So this atmosphere, it made Tito, couldn't breathe properly. and it choked him. Okay, it choked his throat. And next thing, you know very well, from the from the surroundings. Okay, the entire air was very dusty, and even pebbles, you know very well. So pebbles, small stones. Okay, so pebbles as large as beans and fell on his head and hands. Okay, and finally, you know very well, so those pebbles, they came from the volcano only. So the black hot of the Vesuvius. So this was the expression which is given by the author. So while experiencing the dangerous situation, so Tito, he could remember the words which were said by the stranger to the householders. You know very well. So when there was a conversation, yeah, in front of the shrines of the household gods, at that time, the warning which was given by the stranger to the people. Okay. So let me tell the sentence exactly now. Those who will not listen to men must be taught by the gods. So now Tito thought that the people of Bombay, they refused to obey, or they denied to they denied to obey the words of the stranger. In your book, they have given the word heed. The heed means pay attention to, but the people of Bombay, they didn't heed. Okay, they didn't give the attention to the words of the stranger. As a result of that, now they were being taught by God. Now they were being taught by the God by the disaster. When he was thinking about the words of the stranger, the red hot ashes from the volcano, it started to blister his skin. Underline the word. Blister means burnt. Okay, at the same time, the vapors, okay, the stinking vapors, it started to tore his throat. So he couldn't, he could not go on, he could not walk from the place, he could not move on. So as he staggered towards a small tree at the side of the road, and he started to fall there. So when Tito fell down, at that time he was accompanied by his dog, okay, Bimbo also along with him. So then he started to cry a lot to make him to stand, but it was not happen. Okay, he couldn't get any answer from Tito. So then he started to cry a lot. He coaxed. Look at the word. Coaxed means, as I told you already, pleaded or requested. Okay, he started to coax. He didn't get any answer from Tito, and finally he started to lick. He started to lick his face, arm and even feet to make him to stand again. But it was not a successful one. Even he didn't get any improvement from the boy. There were no movement from his body. Okay, underline the word stir. Stir means no move. Stir means the movement. But here he didn't get any movement from the body of the boy. And finally, so in order to make his friend, he started to bite his arm in a heavy manner. Okay, so he bit. Okay, so Bimbo, he bit his master very heavily. So with the cry of pain, Tito jumped to his feet and Bimbo after him. So Tito was the despair, but Bimbo was determined. Look at the word despair. So what is meant by despair? A complete loss of hope. So who lost the complete hope here? Tito, he lost the complete hope, but Bimbo, he had very determination. He was very highly determined to save the boy, and he drove the boy on and snapping at his heels and worrying him way through the crowd, barking and baring his teeth and heedless of kicks or falling stones. Sick with hunger and half dead with fear and sulfur fumes, Tito pounded on. Underline the word. Pounded means to hit or beat repeatedly with a lot of force, and pursued by Bimbo. So look at the situation. So here the dog is it's pulled and kicked whatever the way he could do for to make the boy to move from the place. Okay, and finally, so they have reached a place. Okay, they have reached the Marine Gate. The Marine Gate, and there they have started to feel the soft sand under him. Okay, and then Tito fainted there. So when seeing the boy who fainted, someone was dashing seawater over his face and someone was carrying him towards the boat. So after getting a little conscious, Tito, he started to search Bimbo and he called louder, Bimbo, but Bimbo was disappeared in the place. So finally, Tito was carried to the boat by the stranger and they started to look at him in a very pitiful manner, and we know very well. So already he lost Bimbo now. Almost he was was in out of mind. He was out of mind and he started to cry. What is that? He didn't stop his crying, so he wailed for a Bimbo. But anyhow, they tried to comfort him, but he was not comforted. He couldn't be comforted by anybody. And they gave something to eat, but whatever it has happened, but he didn't forget about Bimbo. Continuously he was crying. Okay, and finally the boat. Finally they started to row the boat, but anyhow he was very safe, but he didn't forget about Bimbo. So continuously he was crying. 100 years there were the research in order to restore the ancient city Pompeii. Okay, as a result of that, the excavators were working their way through the stone and trash that had buried the entire town. You know very well, already the entire town was buried by some trashes and the stones. Okay, they started to work on it, and finally some of the things they brought into light. For example, statues, bronze instruments, bright mosaics, household articles, even the delicate paintings had been preserved by the fall of ashes that had taken over 2000 lives. Look at that. So because of the ashes, okay, ashes of the 2000 lives, so that products, okay, that things were preserved very safely. And so in additionally, as a result of the excavation, the excavators, they started to dig up columns, okay, and finally they have reached to emerge, okay, in order to emerge the forum. Finally the forum was brought into light. So, and then the director of the excavation, he started to reach, or he started to, he analyzed the deepest lay of the particular place. At that time, he stopped his work and he called his assistant, okay. So the director of the excavation, he called his assistant and he told him that they had found good remains. They had discovered the remains of a building in a good shape. And apart from that, and he showed another one thing, okay. And there were 4 huge millstones. He showed them, and he added that millstones might be turned by the slaves or the mules. Okay, this is the point he put forward first, and then he told about some standing shelves. Okay, a whole wall was standing with the shelves inside it. Okay, after seeing that, he came to a conclusion that building might have been a bakery. Okay, afterwards he showed, or he expressed on a curious thing. The curious thing is, he found under that heap where the ashes were thickest a skeleton of a dog. So he found a skeleton of a dog. It was a very curious thing. Even the assistant, he felt very amazed. He amazed. So as seeing the remain of the skeleton of the dog, they started to discuss some points. The first one about the sense of the dog to run away in the particular situation. So he told that, look at that. So you would think the dog would have had enough sense to run away at the time. And what is the flat thing he holding? His teeth. It can't be a stone. So let me reply you. The first one is about the sense of the dog. Whether the dog would have had a sense, enough sense to run away in the particular situation. And the second one is about, so there was one flat thing between the teeth of the dog. Okay, the dog which was holding something, okay, in his teeth, between his teeth. So and he analyzed that it can't be a stone. It cannot be a stone. So for that, the director, he replied that it was not a stone actually. It was a kind of cake. It was kind of a cake. A dog, he might have been, or he must come out of the bakery only, and this could be a raisin cakes, because there were some pebbles, some black pebbles in the cake. So being the black pebbles like a raisin, so he came to a conclusion that even 2000 years ago, the raisin cake, it was started to use. And one more thing, it was a very mystery to the excavators. One is, so why and what was the reason and what was the necessity of the dog to take a cake from the bakery in that difficult situation. You know very well, that moment was a very the catastrophic moment. Okay, so now we are telling about the destructions of the Mount Vesuvius. But in the particular situation, so what was the real reason behind it? But as a reader, we know very well, so what was the reason behind the bread? Okay, you know very well. So the bread was taken, the cake was taken by the dog in order to make his friend to get rid of his hunger. Now let me conclude. Okay, so the lesson is over. So we will meet in the next class. Thank you. And here I have added one video about the volcanic eruption of Pompeii.